G'day, it's Phil here, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking through $1 coins again, looking for commemorative rare coins and coins worth more than face value. Again, we've got my $1 collection book here, as well as the Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 2 and number 3. The number 3's only just recently come out, and I don't have any coins in that, and I have no expectation of finding any coins yet for the number 3. They're still being sold at the Australia Post, so I don't believe that we'll get too many in the rolls that I've got. For the Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 2, I need letter T and letter R just to complete that book. And I've got a couple left in the Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 1, but that's in my other collection book. For the wider collection book, or the commemorative collection book, I only need to find the Qantas Centenary coin, which is a bogey coin for mine. I've been hunting for that for a while. I have to see how many hunts I've been hunting for that particular one, but put those books aside because we want to get straight into the coins. So let's pull in a little bit tighter. I'd love to have a much better zoom that I could utilise, but we do what we can. So the standard type of ruse is the... I'll have a look at that. That is an ender. A standard type of $1 coins is a mob of ruse, and we look for years 87, 89, 90, 91, and 2007 and 2012 because they weren't minted for circulation. Now, this is a 2021 coin, so our first coin off the rank is going to be a E for Emu from the Great Australian Coin Hunt number 2. So that's a keeper straight off the start. It has a bit of a cut across the Queen's crown, which is a bit of a shame. The bank that I use to get my coins, they have a propensity to open the bulk coin packages, which are in shrink wrap plastic with knives, and we get a lot of cuts to the enders. So this next one is the first common commemorative, which is the Centenary of Women's Suffrage from 2003. So we put that up the top as a common commemorative, and we're going to go through that the whole way along. Common commemoratives up the top, keepers down the bottom. Here we have 2002 year of the Outback. And the 2005 Dancing Man, the peace coin from the 60th anniversary of the end of World War II. And there we have the 2011 Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting coin, the CHOGM coin. The CHOGM, the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, was held in Perth, Australia that year, so there's a coin commemorating that. And as we go through, I'll just be looking as quickly as I can for the reverses, and then I'll come back at the end and I'll go through all of the mob of ruse looking for the other coins that I may have missed. And here we have the Centenary of Federation from 2001. This coin has a propensity to be rotated, so we always check for rotations on that. It's not rotated. Rotated means that when you turn the coin on its axis, this being top-bottom axis, which is called the medal orientation. If you flip it on the left, right, or east-west axis and you turn it that way, that's called coin orientation. And just for reference, the Australian uses medal orientation, and the US, which this coin comes from, that uses coin orientation. So you flip it east-west and you get the reverse and the obverse. So having said that, this is what we do is we look for that, and sometimes when you do that, it comes like that, or like that, or sometimes like that. But this particular coin of 2001 has as many rotation types as there are clock numbers, so from 1 to 12 all the way around as the coins jumbled around as they got minted. So this is a 1997 Sir Charles Kingsford-Smith. Yes. And here we have a 1996 Father of Federation, Sir Henry Parkes. A bit pitted on the back there. Another Centenary of Women's Suffrage. And from 2009, for the first time today, we've got the Centenary of Commonwealth Aged Pension. And also the 2008 Centenary of Scouting. And that'll do it for the top row, I think. Another Outback coin. So I hope everyone is well. I think we might start to speed up a little bit if we can get through the commemoratives here. We've got a 1993 Landcare Australia. And then a 2001, which will be the Centenary of Federation again. We'll try that again for another rotation error. No. Another Landcare, and there we see our first error coin of the day. So the Landcare coin, it has waves that come close to each other, and when the die degrades and chips become, or if it gets used too much, chips come out of the die. When chips come out of the die, it produces what was called a CUD, C-U-D, which is coin underdeveloped. That stands for coin underdeveloped. So here amongst the waves, it's been filled in with metal. So that is an error coin. It's not a great specimen of an error coin. It's been around in circulation for nearly 30 years. So I'll put that to the side because that's an error that I'll keep in my book, but it's not going to be worth too much more for a collector because its grade is not so great. And then for the first time today, we have a 2007 APAC Australia coin. Another Outback coin. So now that we've got into it, let's speed up a little bit from now after we get through this commemorative. This is 100 years of ANZAC. The Spirit Lives, and this is from 2017. So this is a lower minted coin, so we're going to make this a keeper. But the 100 years of ANZAC series ran from 2014 to 2018 inclusive, and it was the same coin in conjunction with the Mob of Roos that ran for those 5 years, commemorating 100 years of the First World War, and it was the first time a series of coins in Australia had been struck the same design for a number of years. So that's a 2017 low minted coin, goes down the bottom there, so not a bad keeper. It's not the Qantas Centenary, but it's not bad. It's another Dancing Man. So now that we're at the end of that particular roll, let's speed up and see what we can find. So, not very far did we get there. 1999, International Year of Older Persons. And there we have a Making a Difference, Australia's Volunteers. So, that is from 2003. That's a lower minted coin. It's not a low minted coin, but it's one of the ones that I keep. I pull out of circulation. So even though I put it in the common commemorative pile at the end of the hunt, I will pull it out and put it into my collection because I like that particular coin and I think it's worthwhile keeping. But not everyone thinks that. So here's another 2021 coin. So it's going to be another Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 2, and it is S for Sydney Harbour Bridge. It's not a bad find. That's a really nice coin. I really like the S for the Sydney Harbour Bridge, the Q for Queen Victoria Market, and the O for Opera House. I really like the architectural type coins, and that's very nice. So we have, I think it was R&T that we needed, Redback and Tim Tams that we needed for the book, so we don't need that one for the book. And And there for the first time today we have the Centenary of Girl Guiding from 2010. It's not in bad nick. And there for the first time today we have the 1988 celebrating the Australia's bicentennial. And the very first $1 commemorative coin from 1986, the International Year of Peace. And here we have the 100 Years of ANZAC from 2014, which is the highest minted of those, and that's what the most common goes up with the common commemoratives. And there we have a 2019 dollar discovery coin. This is a privy marked coin, and there above the A in the word dollar you'll see a square with a U in it. That's the privy mark, and in amongst the roos in this corner there's a very, very small number 35, which denotes that it was the 35th anniversary of the $1 coin in 2019. So that's a keeper. It's a lower minted coin, definitely a coin worth keeping in my opinion. Oh, and there we have a 2019 Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 1. Shocked me a bit there. I thought that might be a dollar discovery coin because there was a number of commemorative coins that came out in 2019. But this is E for Esky. For those of you who don't know what the Aussie item Esky is, it's usually a styrofoam portable fridge, an Esky. There you go. And just like that, we are on the last roll. So, no sign of the 100 years of Qantas as of yet. Still got 17 coins or so to go through, but not a bad hunt. There's a couple of Great Aussie Coin Hunt coins there, some low minted. 2017 100 years of ANZAC's not too bad. But really, I'd like to see some Gatch 3 coins coming through now. Hopefully we can find a couple of Gatch Great Aussie Coin Hunt 2 coins that will fill up the books. And then we can focus on the Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 3. See how that goes. But doesn't look like there's going to be any Qantas. There's no new coins amongst the last few. So there we have it. Another great hunt. Before I go through these keepers, let me go through the mob of roos, and I'll be back in a second to tell you what I found. Well, nothing of any particular note out of the mob of roos. So what we have today is Great Aussie Coin Hunt number 1 from 2019, the E for Esky. We have a 2021 Greatest Australian Coin Hunt number 2, the S for Sydney Harbour Bridge. And then we have another E, the E from the 2021 Great Australian Coin Hunt Series, E for Emu. And then a couple of low minted coins, the 100 Years of ANZAC 2017 and the Dollar Discovery from 2019, the U out of the AU and S series. All right, there you go. I did also pull out, as I showed you earlier, another wave card. That's the third wave card in the little while that we've got from the 1993 Landcare Australia coin. I pulled out of the hunt a really nice looking Centenary of Scouts. I'm going to put that in the collection, swap it out with one that's not so great. Also making a difference, Australia's Volunteers. I pulled that one out. I'll put that into the wider collection, and just a nice looking 2005. The 2005 coin. The coin in the sets is the Dancing Man, and I believe that they were only going to issue their 2005 Dancing Man in that year. However, someone put in a mob of roos on the 2005 obverse, and so when that happens and they're not intending to make any mob of roos, that becomes a mule, and they kept producing those because they didn't want to produce a collector's mule, and they made 5 million of them just to take away the heat out of a mule, because they had found in 2005 that the mule that everyone knows about now, the 2000 mule, got collectors in such a frenzy that they thought they better not do that again. But anyway, that's it for today's hunt. If you liked what I did, please think about subscribing, press the like button, and leave a comment about what you're finding out your way. But I'll be back in a couple of days for more noodling, so I'll see you then. Bye.